The rush to get aid to the Bahamas, devastated by Dorian, remains critical.
While some groups face roadblocks, there is a pipeline to the country based right here in Tampa Bay. In fact, I caught up with a Bay Area man who's playing a major role in that effort.
Here we are. You can see some of the stuff.
Life-saving donations are in and getting transported to the Bahamas like a well-oiled machine out of Tampa Bay.
And so now, like, everyone is coordinating and they're staggering flights in and out. NEMA is issuing these special numbers to allow for specific flights to fly in, and it's getting more organized. But in the beginning, it was private people who were taking action that saved a lot of lives.
Soul Relief out of Albert Whitted Airport in St. Petersburg continues to remain on the front lines alongside victims of Dorian.
I think Soul has actually flown like 30 flights in the last 4 days into these areas.
And that number grows every day. Volunteers like Michael Lokey play a key role in coordinating efforts with Soul Relief and Head Knowles, a GoFundMe out of the Bahamas. And it's the GoFundMe page that's giving them the containers to fill up with these critical supplies and ship them back.
That's right. So they can fly these small aircraft in and deliver critical supplies to people who are desperately in need. But the big effort is going to be waterborne. So we have containers we're filling with hurricane relief supplies, clothing, water, food, generators, chainsaws. You can imagine all these materials, but they're all heavy. So these are more appropriate to put in containers, including dog food, actually. There's an animal reach-out group that brought a bunch of dog food down, so we're taking care of the dogs, too.
And many Bahamians use the popular app WhatsApp to contact one another and communicate with the states.
Just as we've been doing this interview, just for a few minutes, I have 6 messages because it works over cellular, it works over Wi-Fi.
And right now, I'm told that volunteers still need essentials like non-perishable foods, clothing, and water. And this just in, Tampa Bay continues to lend a helping hand to the Bahamas. This is video from Nassau where local volunteers with Head Knowles helped deliver supplies from celebrity chef Ingrid Hoffman. You may know her from the Food Network's Simply Delicioso. Not only did they deliver supplies, Hoffman, who lives in Miami, also helped fly back animals whose families were displaced by the storm. So, again, thank you to Michael Lokey and, of course, Soul Relief, because they're sending us all this video from the ground, and it's kind of interesting to see it from their vantage point. And they say it is just heartbreaking. It's gut-wrenching to be on the front lines, but they all feel honored to be able to help in one way or the other.
Fascinating, and people continue to give what they can to all these victims.
And it's interesting to get the Soul Relief's perspective as well, because they have flown to other hurricane-ravaged areas, so they can see the difference.